Hey, what's up? Evan Schneider here, and today I'm going to be talking through my Cinema X-H2s rig. I'm super happy with it so far. So I come from working a lot with the Red Epic Dragon. The Red ecosystem is obviously very modular. I have a lot of components that I've built up for my Red rig, the wooden camera, top handle, the V-mount batteries, and I wanted to use those with my Fuji X-H2s build out. That played a big role in which cage I wanted to get. I went with the Tilta X-H2s cage, and I went with that for a few key reasons. It has a NATO top rail, and my top handle from wooden camera that I already own is a NATO mount, so it makes it super easy to just slide on and off. And with my monitor attached to the handle, I can literally just unplug this stuff and slide off the handle from the NATO rail, and I can just put that in my bag. Another reason I like it is because it has this rosette mount. It allows me to expand it and add a side handle if I wanted to, and I do like the red accent on there. It's a little bit more lightweight than I think the wooden camera one is. It was also quite a bit cheaper, so that definitely played a part into it. And it allows really good access to the top buttons here. Like, I can totally see them like just fine. The cool thing about the camera cage is that the bottom of it is actually Arca Swiss mount. If I didn't want to use the base and I wanted to lose the rails and just make it a little bit lighter weight, I can always just slide it off of the rails, and then the Arca Swiss mount on the bottom of the cage can go into any Arca Swiss tripod. This base plate is one of the few that I've found that has the ability to attach rails all the way through the bottom, but it doesn't add a ton of height to the camera. The wooden camera base plate does do that, but it adds a really thick chunk to the bottom. And this is like really low profile. And it also has a rosette mount on the base plate as well, so I could always attach a handle there or some sort of shoulder rig. And then on the bottom, there's threaded holes, 1/4 to add any sort of tripod mount that you need to. And when you put this down on a table like this, it just sits perfectly. These rods are from SmallHD, and the cool part about these is that they're actually threaded on the inside at the front. So if I ever wanted to extend these a little bit, like this lens, they're a little bit short, I could extend them and I could, have the full length of the lens. The top handles from wooden camera. I also have these little SmallHD arms right here, these mini arms, and I have this going into my SmallHD monitor. This is a 702 Bright. They don't sell this one anymore, but it's a 7-inch monitor, and it's daylight brightness. And I have an LPE6 dummy battery going into the monitor, so I don't have to charge it. It's running power straight out of my V-mount. And then I also have a Fuji dummy battery going straight into the Fuji camera, and that's also D-tap out of the battery on the back. These are 150 watt-hour batteries from Indie Pro Tools, and these batteries are amazing. The entire rig is powered by the one V-mount. It lasts forever. So I have 3 of those, and I basically don't have to worry about power for the camera at all. My V-mount on the back is attached, so like I can just take out this and boom, swap it out. I don't have to worry about any of the other batteries on the rig. The plate I have is another SmallHD V-mount plate, and the reason I liked the SmallHD one is because it's vertical, and it's also very low profile, and it also has 2 D-tap ports on the actual plate, and it has a power on the back of it. I went with this because I can plug the D-taps straight into the V-mount plate instead of the actual battery. That way I can add even more accessories, I can do whatever I want, and I don't have to worry about unplugging stuff from the battery if I want to swap it out. The HDMI cable that I have running from the camera to the monitor is a Condor blue. It's coiled, so keeps things nice and tight. I don't have to worry about anything getting in the way. And then the power to the monitor is also coiled. It just helps with cable organization. The other cool thing about this cage is that it has a cold shoe mount on the side here, and it's angled. So if I wanted to add a Video Mic Pro, Video Micro, or a shotgun mic, I can always add it to the side here and it's nice and out of the way. My only negative thoughts about the Cage is that I wish there were more like mounting points. It does have like locking points on the bottom so it doesn't jiggle around, but to make it feel a little more sturdy, I do wish it kind of utilized the hot shoe mount on the top. But that's not a massive deal to me because like this feels really solid anyways, and when I hold it with the top handle, like it feels really good in my hand. I absolutely love how balanced and at home this feels for me. I've even turned IBIS off most of the time now that I have this compared to just holding it handheld. This V-mount on the back is so like nice and bulky that my favorite way of shooting is to actually like put the V-mount into my chest, and that kind of acts as like a third stabilization point. And then I can kind of just go around like this. I can hold the top handle. I can pull focus really easily with my hand. And then I can also hold the side here too. So it just provides a lot more ways to hold the camera. I love this because it's as run and gun or as rigged out as I want it to be. Kind of makes me feel like I'm shooting with a red Komodo or like a smaller size camera. But I'm really used to this form factor and I'm loving it so far. It just looks really good. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions about this. All of these products are linked below if you want to check them out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.